Hi, my name's Jamie, and I'm one of the workers at Made for More. And I just want to walk you through our Where's Your Head At booklet that we've created as a resource for you at the BB. And one of the things that I've been highlighting to leaders that I've been chatting with over the last number of months is that this booklet is a conversation starter. It's there to help you navigate the difficult issues and the uncomfortableness that we can sometimes face when we're talking about mental health. By no means will this be the be-all and end-all, all right? It's not a case of you work through the booklet and that's it, done, mental health box ticked, off we go. No, instead, this for me is the starting point of a conversation that hopefully you can have with the boys over the next number of years about their mental health. So that's my heart for it. And my hope is that this allows you to start those conversations, to grow in confidence yourself, and basically create a really positive environment within your BB that allows you to talk about this every week in small ways. So the first thing that you'll see within your booklet when you open it, okay, no matter what age group you're looking at, if the younger boys or the older boys, is that we talk about what is a healthy mind, and then we get into the different issues that you may face. For the older boys, they're going to write their answers, okay, and they're going to have some really hopefully good conversations with you and the leaders. For the younger boys, it's more basic conversations. It's drawing pictures and basically changing some of the language for whatever you feel is appropriate as a leader to talk to your young people about. So instead of maybe talking about anxiety, you might talk about worry. Instead of talking about stress, you might decide that you want to change the language there. Okay, so that's completely up to you. But when you're working through the booklet, what I would encourage you to do is to maybe split it over maybe 4 weeks. All right, 4 small sessions that you don't rush through the booklet and get it done as quickly as you can, but you take your time and you slowly work through a few pages and have some good conversations. You might even find that you want to split the boys into 2 or 3 groups with a leader. The boys are more likely going to open up and share some stories if there's 3 or 4 of them rather than 12 to 15. So again, you can manage that as you see fit. But what you'll find within each page is that you get to talk about the issues. You get to highlight, for example, what is stress. And then there'll be a question. And it might ask for the boys to write down or draw some things that stress them out, to tick a box. But it'll also say, ask your leader. And what we would love is for you then to actually tell the boys what stresses you out. Give them practical examples or times where you have been stressed and what have you done to reduce that stress. You see, what we're trying to create here is opportunities for you to highlight to the boys that talking about these issues is very, very normal. And as you do that, you will liberate them and give them the freedom to say, you know what, that also stresses me out, but this is actually how I like to de-stress. And you're just starting to create an environment where these conversations can become very, very normal. A couple of other pages to highlight within the booklet. You also have the 5 steps to a healthy mind. All right, there's a video that's connected with these 5 steps also on this web page. But they're just very basic things that we can do every day to improve our mental health. And you might even decide that as a BB, you want to try and incorporate them every week into what you're doing with the boys. So talk through them, talk about how they might add them to their lives, and you'll find that the whole second half of the booklet is focused on those 5 steps. We also have at the bottom of every page a little scan me. All right, there's not as many within the younger booklets, but for the older boys, there's one on nearly every page, and it's linked to some challenges, it's linked to Bible teaching, and again, it's a chance for them when they go home to scan it into their phone and go a little bit deeper. And the final page that I'd like to highlight to you is the Healthy Mind Plan. And this is what I would do at the very end of the 4 weeks, or however long you choose to split it up. And what you look to do is get the boys to really put down all the information they've been learning throughout this sort of course that we're doing. And the one thing I want to highlight is the safe person to talk to. Who's the one person you know and trust that you would talk to about your mental health? We want all the boys to have that one person they would go to, because that is what really helps change and save lives. So make sure that the boys have one person they would talk to and keep reinforcing the importance of talking to that person when they're struggling. Okay? Finally, you get these share cards as well. This share card basically just reinforces that message. Speak to someone you know and trust, and on the back, the 5 steps to improve your mental health. We've added 2 other wee scan me's. One is to the Made for More Instagram, so they can check out what we're up to and hopefully learn about Jesus through our Instagram messages. And as well, we've got childline.org.uk, a great website for the older boys in particular to navigate, to learn about their mental health, and if they are really struggling, to ask for help. So I hope that you find this booklet fun and engaging and informative, but it's just the beginning, folks, of starting a much wider and deeper conversation about mental health.